Now to the U.S. midterm elections, mosques in the Midwestern state of Minnesota are urging worshippers and people of color to vote in Tuesday's midterm election. The move is part of at least a last pitch to voters as local candidates try to swing voter support to help reshape the country. VOA's Abdulaziz Osman reports from Minneapolis.
In the Cedar Riverside neighborhood in Minneapolis, Sheikh Abdurrahman Sharif, the Imam of Darul Hijra Islamic Center, used his Friday sermon to encourage worshippers to go out and vote.
The topic was encouraging people to vote and also to understand, especially the people of color, the Somalis, East African, to know and understand the long history of the battle of voting right. And my topic was today the importance of the voting.
Sharif is among the faith leaders in Minnesota who is using ceremonies to get people to the polls. He said emphasizing voting participation fits with the general concept of the mosques. In this polarized time, Sharif told his congregation that voting is the only way to make a change and to be heard.
This time of our American history is a lot of division and hate among the country, especially the politics. And in order for the Muslim community, in order for the people of color, in order for the East African to be part and participate in that, they have to vote if they want to change the system.
The mosque's creative encouragement led some worshippers for midday prayer to go to a local voting center and vote earlier. Khalid Mohammed Hassan was among dozens of Somalis who voted for the first time in his life.
It is my first time voting. I want to vote for Muslim candidates and for the healthcare-related issues.
Among the Muslim candidates in Minnesota is Mahmoud Noor, who is seeking a seat in the state's legislature. Mahmoud Noor stood outside the mosque as he appealed to those walking outside to vote. He said the aim of him seeking a public office is to have people who can fight for the community and against the immigration policies of the current administration.
So in order to win the House at the national level, we in Minnesota have got responsibility to make sure we elect people who are going to fight for us, to make sure that they can defend us against the things that are happening. You know, the Islamophobic that is happening, the anti-immigrants, so many things that we're being challenged with coming from the current administration. So we need to have a House that protects the rights of the people of this state and also the nation. So for that matter, we need to wake up. We need to make sure everybody votes.
In 2016, most of all the Somalis living in this Midwest state voted against the now President Donald Trump. And in this election cycle, the community says the stakes are too high and their energy and motivation could help the Democrats at local and national polls.
And joining us now live via Skype from Minneapolis, Minnesota is VOA Abdulaziz Osman. Abdulaziz, welcome again to Africa 54. We know there's a lot that is being said about Ilhan Omar, the Democratic candidate, but not much. We've not heard much about Jennifer Zielinski's campaign platform. What can you tell us? What is her campaign platform like? She's running for the Republican Party, obviously. What do you know?
Right. Jennifer Zielinski is a Republican activist who works in the healthcare in Minneapolis, in the state of Minnesota. And she recently said that she did not agree with Donald Trump, and she has been insisting that she will only represent the interest of the district that she is running. But you have to understand that Ilhan Omar is running for a seat in a solidly democratic area, which has been under the Democratic since 1962.
So how do the two differ in terms of what Jennifer wants, what is promising the voters, and what Ilhan is promising the voters? How do the two differ? What is Jennifer's base like in Minneapolis?
Well, Ilhan Omar is a popular in Minneapolis. She is one of the important figure or kind of like asset to Minnesotans. And she has made history in 2016, and because of the Me Too movement, has get the support from the progressive, and she is actually winning the seat of Keith Ellison, the first Muslim congressman who is now a candidate for Attorney General in the Minnesota. So she has a better actually chance, and because she knows that the seat is solidly Democrat, she can win easily because she won the primary. So there is no chance that Jennifer could actually win that.
All right, briefly, Abdulaziz, there's a huge community of East Africans there. What are their concerns?
Well, the community of East African in Minneapolis or in the state of Minnesota are fired up. They are actually so excited, and they are eager to vote their candidates. And most of them are actually voting for Democrats because of they see Democrats as their only party that could provide what they need in terms of immigration issue, healthcare issue. But comparing to the last time, 2016, this year the voters are, there is energy, there is motivation, there is a lot of anxiety, also tense as well.
Abdulaziz, we'll see what the polls look like tomorrow and whether history will be made in Minneapolis. Abdulaziz Osman reporting for us there from Minneapolis.